Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back on third gen content. I've been wanting to do this for a while. We're going to be installing a brake controller. It's going to be a really quick video. I just want to show you what I ended up getting, and probably the hardest part of this, the bracket didn't come with screws. So hopefully my truck had a brake controller at one point. Hopefully the holes that are in the dash will work for this, because I don't really want to drill new holes. There is a metal bracket that comes with this as well. Anyway, this is the one that I went with. I've had this brake controller in other trucks. This was used off marketplace. Now, I did have to purchase this, which I'll show you. That's the part number. Of course, you'll be able to scan that and tell you what vehicles it fits. I paid $25 for this. It was local to me, and as you can tell, older people had this. Old people, they laminated the instructions. So as you tell, looks really good. But I got 2 screws. We're going to see if that will fit into the holes that were already drilled, and let's get this installed. Now, this harness is going to plug directly into the back of there and plug directly into the truck. Most brake controllers will come with a universal one if you want to wire it in. If your truck does not come with a factory 7-pin, there is more work involved than just doing what I'm doing. My truck came with a factory 7-pin, so for me, it's as simple as just getting the correct harness, whichever one of these you want, and then plugging it in. So let me see if these screws work real quick. I'm going to show you up underneath the dash where this is, and then we'll get this thing mounted, and we might even test it out. All right, so ignore how dirty this is. As you can tell, mine previously had a brake controller, which somebody took it out. I'm going to actually see if I can use, I want to use these existing holes. I do not want to drill anymore. Up underneath the dash, I'm going to show you where this cable is. Mine is already, it's back there, the blue one that actually holds, or that's clipped in there. So like I said, sometimes you might have to go fishing for that. I didn't, of course, so let me see how this metal bracket's going to work. I still might not be able to, and I might have to drill another hole. Okay, so as you can tell, it is plugged in. There is plenty of cable, so let me go ahead and pre-drill a little hole, use that other screw. We'll tighten it in, and then I'll actually back up to my trailer and we'll test it out. All right, so finally got all the wiring and everything up under there. You will notice with the Primus, however you want to say this, that there is 2 dots. Eventually, I had to look that up after I plugged in the harness. Apparently, it's supposed to stay, I guess, idle for a couple minutes, and then eventually it goes dormant, and then whenever you get back in the vehicle, the lights will kick on. So let me get in there, start it back up, and I'll at least show you what it looks like and show you leg room and all that. Okay, so leg room, getting in and out's not a problem. And then I guess it doesn't even, there you go. So basically, that will show NC. I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute. We're going to start up. I'm going to hook up to my other trailer, but that will eventually stop beeping or blinking. And then you'll be left with just those 2 dots. Those were the dots that I was talking about. For this model, not a big deal. So let me hook up to the trailer, and I'll at least show you. I kind of want to test it anyway to see how it works whenever you, with the adjustment and with the emergency stop. Now this button up here, there is a boost, depends on how heavy that you're towing. So obviously once I start to tow with stuff, we'll have to see kind of how that works and how it will work. So give me a second, let me hook up to the trailer. Okay. Oh, bad angle. So that's a C, you can't really tell. That just shows that it is connected. Of course, there's the gain. And then you're able to adjust it. So I'm going to try that, I think. I need to figure out how to work this. So I need to read the instructions and everything. So let me read that first. Should have did that before I did this, but I'm going to test the emergency stuff, and then we'll get into the rest of this video. So obviously, I'm going to have to read the instructions. I'm going to have to figure out how to adjust that just a little bit more. Sorry this isn't a super exciting video, but it is good to have. I should have had a brake controller in this a long time ago. And I really highly recommend this. So in the driveway at 3.6, when I went to touch the brakes in gravel, it would actually lock up the tires. So obviously I need to figure out the sensitivity as far as like what number to put on, and so I'm not locking trailer brakes up. But I've got the Brymar, which is about 3,500 pounds and probably 1,000 pounds of sand. So glad that I have this. I should have had it a long time ago, is what it is. But if you guys have watched up to this point, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe as always. It always helps us, and thanks again.